Okay, welcome to another Becoming a Modern Man. We're playing another new brew for this one. This is a deck by Chagatai, which managed to 4-0 a modern daily with a little while back. Calling it Scars and Stripes, mainly after this guy Vorol's the Scars Striped. Basically it's a black-green aggro deck, lots of recursive graveyard threats, a lot less troll, abrupt decay, some nice removal spells, all the good black-green stuff. Just a cheap aggressive deck basically. So let's get into the game. Playing against Scapeshift here. We win the roll. So let's get underway. This is our opener. This is not the best. One drops, but not too happy with this hand. Gonna need to draw some lands. I think it's probably gonna be a mulligan. Yep. So we mulligan into this hand, which is worse by some margin. There's only 21 lands in deck, so yeah, these things happen. That's more often than I like. 5 gives us an even worse hand. And this is our 4 card hand, which could be worse, but it's definitely not the best. Let's search for tomorrow. Draw into a land, so I'm going to be able to play this Bloodghast, which isn't too bad. For a lot less troll, which I'm going to play out. Discard my Gravecrawler to it, and then cast the Gravecrawler. So that wasn't too bad a draw. I'm just going to get to search for tomorrow, get in an island, electrolyze. I'm going to be able to throw the Gravecrawler onto the Lotleth Troll, so my Lotleth Troll survives the electrolyze. Cast Gravecrawler, play land, get back my Bloodghast, out of 3. So that was quite nice, even though he did try and kill off some of our threats. We managed to save the troll, and now we've got our guys back. For Gatekeeper of Malakir, which isn't the best in this particular matchup. With a Snapcaster, which I kind of saw coming. Definitely not good for us, but not the absolute worst. Fortunately we don't have a land to get our Bloodghast back into play though. So, I'm going to get it into 3. Use Gatekeeper to kill off his Snapcaster. I suppose that kind of risks him killing a lot less troll, but I think we just need to get the power down. I mean, alternatively we could have recast the Gravecrawler and kept up regen mana. I suppose that wouldn't have been too much worse. I'll play the Tribe Elder, I'm going to recast my Gravecrawler, attack. He blocks a troll, he presumably forgot it had to trample, so that was not a good block. Abrupt Decay not doing a great lot in this matchup. I think they're probably going to come out when it comes to sideboarding. Well, there's Tongue Time, and since it is Scapeshift, there's more than enough lands to get us here, so yeah. How many activations is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's like 36 damage, I believe. So yeah, more than enough to kill us. Even though we managed to stay on 20 life from the beginning, he had too many lands, and that ended up killing us, unfortunately. So let's move on to game 2. In terms of sideboarding, I'm bringing in Choke, which he seems pretty good. He's got quite a few islands. Playing Cryptic, so seems quite good. Duress, I think, also comes in. Probably not a whole lot else. Maelstrom Pulse probably wants to come out. Probably want to take out the Abrupt Decays for the most part. Gatekeeper of Malakir also isn't too great. Actually the sideboard's not particularly well set up against this deck, but yeah, chokes and duress are the main things I want, I think. So here's our opener. After the horrible mulligan of mulliganing of the last game, decided to just run. Actually came fairly close despite our pretty bad mulligan, so I'm gonna go with this and see how we go. I Inquisition my opponent. I see a Snapcaster, search for tomorrow, Stomping Ground, Island, search for tomorrow. I'm just going to take the Snapcaster, seems like the most powerful card. Him ramping up with more lands obviously makes me die quicker to Scapeshift, but I think Snapcaster is by far the most powerful card in his hand. I might be able to duress a search for tomorrow if it comes to it. I think we just want to play Bloodghast here. Need to get on the aggressive, be as aggressive as possible. I mean, he's going to get to use his search for tomorrow, but I don't think we're too worried about that. We just need to keep on the pressure. So he gets his 4th land there. Duress. So what did we see? We saw Scapeshift. Can't remember what the other card was. It might have been land. So we see Scapeshift. Obviously, we're going to take that. Obviously, it's the main way we died to his deck. Couldn't. That was the other card in his hand. So he repeals my Bloodghast. That actually works out fairly well for us. It seems though we had a lot left troll, so we can play the lot left troll, discard the Bloodghast to it to make it bigger, and then play our land because we haven't played our land drop for this turn. So that leaves us with a nice amount of pressure on board. I think it's the search for tomorrow again. I draw Garolf, Messenger, for 8. Play the Messenger, went down to 1. At this point, if he does draw Scapeshift, I think we're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might need one more land. Scapeshift kill me. Let me think. 6. Yeah, we would need one more land, I believe. Would kill us off. I'm going to electrolyze my troll. I regen it there. I suppose in theory he could have Anger of the Gods, which would actually be pretty bad for us, but I see no reason not to keep the troll around. He doesn't have anything. Turns out he has Cryptic Tap, but we draw Choke, so we can cast that now and put him in a pretty bad situation. I suppose he would still potentially be capable of casting Scapeshift if he drew it, but it does make his life a little bit more difficult. I don't think he played a land last turn either, so yeah, it seems unlikely that he's going to be able to cast Scapeshift. So yeah, cast Choke, and that wraps it up. It's a bit of a shame we didn't have a sack outlet for one of these messengers, because that would have wrapped up the game as well. But never mind. So on to game 3. We have a no-lander to start with. This is our 6-card hand, which is also pretty awful. We definitely need a green source. We picked one of the Abrupt Decays we left in, which also doesn't seem too great. Don't know if I should just take them all out. So again, this is a slightly better hand. Against Scapeshift you usually want to keep above 18 life, just because of that is the I think that's Valakut plus 6 mountains is 18 damage. So the next threshold is you have to get another land to actually kill you, but with this kind of hand I just can't play around that kind of thing, because we've got putrid leeches and thought seizes, and we're just going to have to take the risk and hope he just doesn't have the Scapeshift, basically, or that we can pull it out of his hand before he uses it. Leech pump, but unfortunately he has Electrolyze. I'm just going to follow up with another putrid leech. And thought seize, seeing his hand of Repeal, Snapcaster. I'm not thought seizing, sorry, Inquisition. Seeing Obstinate Bailoff, Cryptic, Repeal, Snapcaster. I want to get rid of the Snapcaster. Definitely don't want him to be able to Snapcaster Electrolyze. That seems really bad for us. So I'm going to get rid of that. And there's some fairly scary cards in there. Repeal is quite annoying. Cryptic's definitely scary for us. And Baloff is going to be a bit of a roadblock as well. So attack for 2. Obviously don't want to get him to repeal my Putrid Leech and lose some extra life. If it means he's not holding up Cryptic mana. I'm going to attack. He's going to save himself from the Putrid Leech, but still take 2 from the Troll. Play Gross Messenger, and I'm going to Thought Seize, taking away the Cryptic. I did think about this for a while. Could take the Obstinate Baloff. It is quite annoying. Him getting 4 life is also pretty annoying. But really, he doesn't have the best of blocks. Like, I'm still going to attack with all my guys. Putrid Leech can trade. Gross Messenger will come back with Undying, and he'll lose an extra 2 life. And I can just regen my Troll if he decides to block that instead. So that seems fairly good for us. Meanwhile, Cryptic can tap us, set us back a whole turn, also draw him deeper, and potentially find him the Scapeshift that he needs. So that seemed like the best choice. I'll play Baloff, goes up to 14. Run of the Thought Seize. Again, going to attack with everything like I said. Repeals the Putrid Leech, which is fine. Just takes 2. I'll replay the Putrid Leech. Fairly sure his last couple of cards were lands, so I didn't bother Thought Seizing. I'm going to attack here. Front's going to trade with the Messenger, which is fine again. I'm going to pump my Putrid Leech, him down to 4, and then play Barrels. I thought seizing 2 lands, but I think it was worth checking. So he needs to top deck something. Don't really think he can actually win unless he top decks the Scapeshift. Turns out he gets a Valakut, which is not good enough, and we managed to pick up the win, which is nice. So it was a pretty close one. Obviously if he'd drawn Scapeshift there we would have been dead, but we managed to pressure him enough and managed to pick up the win, so that was nice.